About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Spencer Schwellenbach. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And Acuna able to make the grab. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, a really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Full count.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Eric Olson digging in for the Nationals. Olson recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
All over that one right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's C.J. Abrams now. That's inside.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Outside, that's a ball.
Nasim Nunez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, there's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the three-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Olsen at second with 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And now the Braves with their first chance to hit, they're scoreless. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound here this afternoon, Trevor Williams.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one deep left field, and forget it. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Sure, there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves, and that's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Now one missed.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And the 2-2. In the air, out towards left center. Olsen makes the play, and there's one down. Take a look at the lineup, and something they've talked about needing to improve on moving forward is their ability to apply consistent pressure, Chris. Right now, it's not a club that gets on base enough.
And sometimes, Boog, you just need a hitter to go up there and grind out an at-bat, maybe have 11, 12 pitches, and all of a sudden players get fired up in the dugout, and they want to do the same thing, and before you know it, you start to get base runners on, and you get a big hit, and all of a sudden you ride that wave for a few days and go on a winning streak. That's something.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
One out, runner at second. And the batter now, Matt Olson. And it's even up. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Here's Austin Riley.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
This one in the air. Nunez. And that is that. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Now at the plate, Nasim Nunez. Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Corrals it. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting 7th, left fielder, James Wood.
James Wood will hit next. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On the ground, right side. Albies whips it to first, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Braves 1 and the Nationals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now batting Jurickson Profar. That's a little high. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 2-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Ball 2.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Late swing, foul to the left. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit in the air, left field. Wood hauls it in for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
One ball.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
And the pitch. That one the other way, and that's just foul. One out, bases empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Two outs, bases empty. Here's Orlando Arcia. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 on the way. Check swing, called strike. Up the middle, Abrams on the run, throw to first. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. One more for Atlanta on the homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Counterfeit, I counted your fits, led you astray in the worst way. Too legit, them hammer days, and we buck down, this is Bucktown. Come on, pimpin'.
In the air, out to center. Harris racing after it. Can't get to it. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate, and they have more.
Albies. He's in there.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter, Dylan Cruz.
So the lineup flips over. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's too low. It's 2-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna sizes this one up, squeezes it. Runner tags it second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And the batter now, Alex Call.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And now it's even up. Runners are at the corners, one away. And he chases that one. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And now it's going to be Eric Olson. The 1-1. Line to left. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So the Nats leave a pair. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The changeup missing, and the count's even at 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And here is Michael Harris II. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Acuna stands at second with no outs. That one lifted to left. Wood. And there's one down.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Marcell.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Runner at second here, one gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt.
First and second, one out. Matt Olson up to the plate.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Close, but called a ball. Now 3-1.
One strike.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two. Ripped on a line. And foul ball. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So they're all loaded up. Here is Austin Riley. One out, bases full. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's two down. Here's Profar now.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Brings it in, and that's the inning. Huge opportunity missed there. On to inning number 4. It's the Braves 2 and the Nationals nothing. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, C.J. Abrams. Late on that fastball.
4 down, 3-2.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. The Nats down by a pair, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next offering misses down and away. On the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. DJ Hurts.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to him.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Derek Law, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Rivalta warming up as well. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's outside. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. And that one is going to go. His 7th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So here's Murphy now. Misses inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's too high, ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And misses inside. And now it's filled up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
And a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ground ball could be 2. To second, Abrams. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And they're all loaded up.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And 1-2.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Albies with the key hit for Atlanta. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, James Wood.
Washington, left fielder, James Wood.
This to third. Throw on to Olson. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Did miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next offering is outside.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Ruiz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got it. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So 1 left for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So here's Riley now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Jerickson.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder, Jerickson Profar. Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones. Next pitch is outside.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Nobody out, runner at first. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. That one fouled off, 2-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
2 on, 1 out. That clips the corner. Three-two now. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Get out of town. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. DJ Hers done for the night. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Nationals.
On the pitch now for the Nationals, Orlando Revolta.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Orlando Arcia getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 out, space is empty. Off the mark there, and it's 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's ball
Nope,
four.
that's ball four. Take your base.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
There's a strike. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Bryce Elder.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Eric Olson digging in for the Nationals. Olson having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Elder fires. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's ripped. Base hit.
Now batting, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
So a man aboard. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Second baseman, Nasim Nunez.
Here's a speed threat, Nasim Nunez. On the ground left side, 6, 4.
That's an out.
3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Now batting, first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Olson, the runner at third. Nunez on at first with 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Riley fires to first. Out number 3. So the Nats leave a pair. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Just
No, that's
missed. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Derek Law up and throwing. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. On the ground, out to short. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman.
And now Matt Olson up to hit.
Olson.
Next offering is fouled back. The Braves up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but
Now
a good
batting,
high
third
fastball in a
baseman,
2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for
Riley.
hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder, Jerickson.
Profar climbs in on that left side. Fastball for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering way upstairs. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a
2
ball
balls,
evens the
2
count.
strikes.
Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the buck today. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
So a man at first, Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. His righty-lefty splits there. What was your worst start one year? Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something. Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. That's down and in. Wood off of first with 2 away.
Full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nationals leave 1, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
The 2-1. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side over to Lowe. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Lowe makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 down, bases empty. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Braves go down quickly here as the lead holds at 8-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the right fielder, Alex Call.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. You know, these Nationals finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams. In the air, right field. Acuna after it. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Derek Law.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Wood makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
2-1 now. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jose A. Ferrer, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Struck him out looking. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, left field. Wood puts it away, and that is that.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah,
all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the second baseman, Nasim Nunez. In the air, left field. Profar has a beat on it. He makes the grab. One away.
Now batting, first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Next to hit for the Nats, Nathaniel Lowe. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Nationals with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Breaking ball inside, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Arcia fires the first on the run, and that'll do it.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, Singy, we get to see the league leader in OPS in this one today.
Oh, he's been outstanding this season, getting on base and slugging. Such a tough out. Really making pitchers question their life choices, Boog.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll, and on the hill in this one, Grant Holmes. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam, so we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And now the DH, Dylan Cruz. Line and a base hit into right. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now Alex Call. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and now one away.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Eric Olson, the next to hit. The 1-1. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back at Truist Park. On the hill here today, Jackson Jobe. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And the right-hander deals. And that's too high. Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even.
He must have been looking for something else, because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Got him swinging.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Wood on the move. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jurickson Profar.
Boog, he's really been showing off the pop in this series so far. 2 homers. And you know, he'd love to add on with another shot today. I'm interested to see how they approach him.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Luis Garcia. The next pitch misses. 2-1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
3-2.
On a line, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Popped up.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
First and second, no outs. And now up for Washington, James Wood.
That ball's foul.
And a base hit right there. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. Swing and a ball popped up. It's going to fall for a hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now K-Bert Ruiz. On the ground right side. And it's just foul. That was close.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Comebacker could be two. Comes home with it for one. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's the DH, Dylan Cruz.
This at-bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
2 on, 2 outs. Up the middle, Albies tosses to first. They limit the damage here, but 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 2 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. Is Matt Olson down?
First baseman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Olson working through some struggles lately. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Line drive and foul ball. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Profar gets a piece there. Olson over at first with 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That one hit to right. Call. And he makes the catch. And that is that. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Nationals 2 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Alex Call.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Out to short. A dive. He's got it. Over to first. But he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive, and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Eric Olson digging in for the Nationals. On the ground, right side. Olson. Over to Arcia. That's one. Back to first. Not in time.
Now batting, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Now batting,
Digging in, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
And that one ripped to left, and that's a fair ball. Olson around third. He'll score. Lead runner stops at second.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runner at second, 2 down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one hops the wall. Run comes in from second, and they lead by 4.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Man at second here with 2 away. James Wood now at the plate. That one misses. 2-1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
That one the other way. Profar makes the grab. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 4 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Murphy.
That's inside. Not close with that one. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Ruiz settles under it and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Swing and a ball popped up. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Ball's just not carrying to first tonight.
Right fielder.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout.
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And they're on the board. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
So digging in, Michael Harris II. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Marcell Ozuna. Next up for the Braves.
Ozuna.
Harris leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one is hammered right field. That's back. And out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 4-3.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here is Matt Olson. 2 down, nobody on. Outside low, and a count 2-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive. Austin Riley at the plate. Swings and misses, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Two outs. Rips that one to right. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. The 3-1. Foul ball there.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
3-2 now. That one 95 to finish him off.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Aaron Bummer, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Farmer also getting ready. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Towards first, finds its way through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan Cruz.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, Dylan Cruz. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Harris balls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Alex Call.
Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. Two outs. That misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Just missed. Olsen in the on-deck circle for the Nats. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
At the plate, Eric Olsen. 2 on, 2 outs. Late swing fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Nationals 4 and the Braves 3. Back here in Atlanta, ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. In for a strike, and the count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Second baseman, Ozzie
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one is inside.
Ball 2.
Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting,
Here's Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Ozzie flying around third. He comes across to score, and the Braves tie it up. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
2-1.
And that one fouled off. Tied at 4. Line drive, base hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So 2 down, and here is Michael Harris II. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Acuna, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Braves 5 and the Nationals 4.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Aaron Bummer.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
Right side. Albies over to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Up now for Washington, Luis Garcia. A little out front there as he swings through.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The Nats trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Next to hit for the Nats, Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Two down, nobody on, and that's outside. Bummer deals. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for Washington. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Outside, almost got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Matt Olson up to the plate. Robert to right field, way back, gone. His 13th home run of the season. It's 6-4.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Austin Riley. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch
1 ball,
upstairs.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That one
2-2
way
down.
inside. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Call makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting.
Jurickson Profar next up for the Braves. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball up the middle. Abrams on to first. That ends the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Back at Truist Park, top 6. Stepping in, James Wood. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now up for Washington, Ahmed Rosario. The other way. Over to Arcia. That's 1. On to Olson. That's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Keibert Ruiz. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one misses. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Dylan Cruz up next for Washington. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's back-to-back singles for
Now
him.
batting,
Just a really nice
designated
approach to
hitter,
shoot that line drive to
Cruz.
the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Dylan Cruz will hit next. Inside. And it's 2-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Activity in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson appears to be getting loose. Jimenez getting cranked up as well. On the ground, right side to first, and that is the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. Braves 6 and the Nationals 4.
Now pitching for the
Back down for the
Nationals.
bottom of the 6th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
39.
mound, Lucas Sims.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And that one ripped into right, pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. His righty-lefty splits there. And the sweeper is off the plate. Action in the pen down there. Derek Law looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Here's a 2-1. High fly ball out to left field. Wood drops steps, heads back on it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Ball to strike. There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And now 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Headed towards the corner. 2 away down.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And next for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. Acuna with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That one at 95 missed up top, and the count is 2-2.
We got a full
This one in the dirt. To second, pulls him off the bag. And now a man into scoring position.
That's a tough spot for the catcher, Boog. No chance of stopping the outside pitch. And now the runner moves up. Those moments can be really frustrating.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, center fielder Michael Harris II.
First and second, 2 outs. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That one fouled off. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ruiz collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. 2 left on. 7th inning coming up. Braves 6 and the Nationals 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Pierce Johnson.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Alex Call.
And misses inside.
Well, these Nats, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
On its way to the corner, Acuna on the run. Long run, nice grab. One down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch in the dirt, and now 3-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One down, base is empty. Foul tip into the mid, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams. Pierce Johnson fires. The shortstop takes the ball.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And A swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly. They trail it here 6-4.
Now pitching for the
We're
Nationals.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jose A. Ferrer.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Designated hitter, Marcel Ozuna.
I'm too involved in God, not television. According to his purpose, not somebody else's mission. I run away. I cannot run away. I cannot run away.
And now 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Matt Olson. That one missed. Here's the pitch to Olson. This one in the air, right field. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
Everybody favors we can divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Ruiz gathers, throws to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8th inning coming up. Braves 6 and the Nationals 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Second baseman, Luis Garcia.
That's outside. Ball 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Fought off foul. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. The Braves holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Count of 3-2.
Ground ball right side. Albies tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Braves 6 and the Nationals 4.
Now pitching for the
Back now,
Nationals.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Finnegan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So now to the plate for Atlanta. Jurickson Profar.
Jurickson Profar.
Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Profar gets a piece there. Upstairs. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days, but when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Right through there for a strike. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Derek Law looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. One down, base is empty. That one a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And it's gone. Ozzie Albies with the insurance blast. That's career homer number 149. And they add on. It's 7-4.
Pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
One down. Sean Murphy digs in now. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Up and in. The count now 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And the slider just misses. Michael Harris the second. Up next. Swings through that one for strike 2.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 9-4, and their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Kyle Finnegan out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Colin Poche on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Michael Harris the second, the next to hit. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to center. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Buck Farmer.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Farmer.
Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. That one's in there, and it's 1 and 2.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball, that's out.
That one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And they're down to their last out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's
3 balls,
outside.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is fouled back. Farmer is just 1 strike away. Cruz checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Ricky Holiday.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
So they're down to their final out. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Call. Next offering upstairs.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Line drive. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Whips it to first on the run. And that'll do it.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Raising my price, I'm grateful as ever, cause it took a village. Wherever, the shorty, she think I'm a Hollywood villain.